Thank you, Peter. So Stephen Hodder is someone who's got a connection with the university, but his work in architecture more generally has a nice connection with the region as well. I wondered if you could give us some insight into that.
Yes, well, Stephen is unusual in that he's an internationally renowned architect who has always chosen to locate his office and to carry out a large part of his work in Manchester and indeed in Salford. And in fact, the most significant building he did was the centenary building for Salford University, which won the Sterling Prize, which is, to people who are non-architects, perhaps don't realise the significance of that, but that is for architects basically the Oscars. That is the top prize in architecture in the UK and probably in the world. And his office in Manchester is located between a canal and a railway viaduct. It's the perfect setting for a Manchester architect. It speaks very strongly of the place. And of course, he's a graduate of the other university in Manchester. And of course, he has chosen to be very closely involved with very important commissions in Manchester. Most significantly, he's the architect for the St Michael's development in the city centre, which is just about to begin construction.
Thank you. Could you tell us a little bit about his ethos, his philosophy that underpins his architecture?
Yes. Well, Stephen is part of a group of architects who really practiced in the United Kingdom in the post-war era. There was a great deal of regeneration going on, particularly to do with housing, but also city centres were being reshaped. Stephen is very much from a modernist tradition. He brought ideas from Europe. He was particularly influenced by a Danish architect, Arne Jacobsen, and many of his buildings, if you know Arne Jacobsen's work well enough, are love letters to him. They have a very strong sense of the material, the making, the structure, the form of the building. But like all good architects, his work of course has evolved, and he's increasingly become concerned with issues to do with sustainability, the future of cities as more and more people move into them. And nowhere is that more apparent than here in Manchester, where there's this huge explosion of people moving back into the city, and Stephen's very much been part of that.